some of you might know and some of you might not know that I'm a Sony shooter. Back in the day when I started shooting, I actually had the Canon 80D. It was like back in those times when Casey Neistat was vlogging like every day and like he was shooting with Canon 80D. Obviously I was just watching him, he was always giving good reviews, and I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna get that camera and just start shooting. Like I used that for couple months, I think, or maybe a year, and later on I met Adrian on one of the content meets in London, and he was shooting with Sony A7, just Mark 1, the fast one. He used to shoot a lot of low light scenarios, basically with models, with neons, and it always performed great. And I always asked him, oh, how do you get like such a good shots in low light? And obviously he was shooting Sony, so the next camera I was looking at was Sony A7 III, and that's what I'm shooting right now. So when I was shooting with Canon, I would shoot, I basically started shooting some portrait stuff and a lot of cars, because I just started going to car meets, and I basically that's where I started my automotive photography stuff. When I was shooting cars, I would do a lot of shoots. I think it was like winter time when I started doing it as well, so I would shoot like low light scenarios, and a lot of times like the cars would get like grainy and whatnot. So once I switched to Sony, it was like game changer. Like it was like I would start shooting low lights so often, and like the colors, the shadows, everything would come out clean. As you know, I switched from Canon to Sony because Adrian was shooting Sony back in the day and his low light stuff was great, but right now he's the one who actually switched from Sony to Canon. So Adrian, why did you do that switch?
The darker skin tones, I didn't like it. Like, you could obviously change it, but it's too much work. Like, let's say you got like 50 edits. Like obviously we shoot abroad at like a week at a time, so we're getting at the end of the trip 10,000 pictures like to edit. So workflow wise, having to do that every time was pretty annoying to me. I didn't like the magentas that Sony has, and like just the overall like texture of the image. I didn't really like to it. I started off on Canon, went to Sony because obviously they were the first sort of blew up with the mirrorless stuff.
Okay, yeah. So you had Canon before, because I didn't even know. I thought you started with A7.
Here's my camera lineup, right? I had the 1100D, 700D, 7D. Went to Nikon.
Realized it's a potato camera.
I had a couple Nikon. I had a few, like, because I started vlogging and stuff, so I had a couple of them crop sensor ones, but that was just for vlogging. Then I had obviously a full frame. I can't remember what the full frame was called, but it was like a very old full frame. Then I realized, oh, I need to get full frame camera because I liked the bokeh.
That's what I was thinking, because I think 80D was crop sensor. Yeah. And then I was obviously the next camera I wanted to full frame to get like obviously 4K and whatnot. So for that one I just wanted to get the full frame.
Cause then I got rid of that, and then what did I get after Nikon? I think then I got the A7.
Okay, so you had hella cameras before A7 even.
Yeah, 100. Had the A7. Had that for, that's probably the longest camera I've had, like not switched. Then I got the A3. I had the A3 for less than a year. Yeah. Then I went to Canon 6D Mark II. Oh, so I went from mirrorless back to DSLR. Then the RP came out. I had the RP for the second longest camera I've had.
Yeah, so my man's switching them cameras like socks, man.
Literally. And then this bad boy right here, R6. This is the one I'll be sticking with for a very long time. Very long time. Best camera I've had out of all of them. This is the best camera I've had. Like this lineup, 2470, 135.
Yeah, 135. Like I've been thinking, because Sony just had I think it was either 135 or 105. And I just want to get like that one, because like the images from that. Oof,
yeah, it's so sharp at f2. It's my sharpest lens, and it's like at wide open. So, but yeah, Canon colors are stupid. I think it does well with skin tones and like sort of bright tropical located. Like for me, that it just
it's
out of camera like, it could look it's amazing. Then you just put your style tweak to it. So yeah, this is my perfect setup. I am looking to get a 35, and then after that, I don't think there's anything I need. I might get the version 2 of this one, EF. I'm still on my EF lenses. I'm not really into RF.
Yeah,
The
you
EF,
don't really need it. If it works, it works.
Because I think the EF has like a certain texture to the image I like. The RF is too, it just reminds me of being too digital, if that makes sense. Like it's too clean and too sharp. I don't like that. Whereas this, I feel like it has like a style to it. So yeah, that's why I'm sticking with my sticking with Canon. If you're someone looking to sponsor someone, Canon, I'm literally your spokesperson. I'm just giving you the best advert ever.
Shoot. Right now, shooting with Anton, and we got our beautiful model Morgan.
Hello.
Looking great. She came on our Portugal trip before, so good to see her back.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get some shots now.
Now what it takes before your whole family die. Show the directions and put your hands back in the sky. He tried to slip off, but learned the woman next door. I caught that bitch and popped her in her neck, that stupid hoe. Now she's deceased.
So we are heading to the
A beach. I don't even know what it's called.
some sort of beach.
A beach where there's apparently good sunsets.
Anton, he's dressed for the occasion.
I got a bare excuses, but I've got time for the video. I get cold, innit? I get cold.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Our designated drivers just arrived. Yeah. And vamos, we're going.
Yeah.